They really tried to take the kid out. They really tried to take the kid out. So do I have to whisper the entire live stream? Any sound now? Did I fix it? Is it better? I swear to Moses. YouTube got jokes and a half. What's good? Okay, I'm good. I'm back. So I have to whisper. Is that what YouTube is telling me? I have to whisper? Well, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. I'll whisper this entire live stream. I don't even care. I'll whisper the whole live stream. So I can't be hype. It's all good. I'll just whisper the entire live stream. So let's just do that whole thing again. I'm going to go ahead and go for it. I apparently cannot yell, so I'm going to talk like this the entire stream because I don't care what volume I'm at. We still beat Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis is a freaking bum, and nothing is going to stop me from saying that. I don't care how many times y'all try to mute me. I don't care how many times y'all demonetize me. I'm going to keep saying what it is I got to say. Kristaps Porzingis is a freaking bum, and I'm going to say that over and over and over and over again, but apparently I can't say it any louder than this, but that's not even there. But one thing I would like to get into before we go any further, because I have to speak at this exact level, because apparently if I talk any louder, I'm going to literally break YouTube, but that's neither here nor there. I would like to start with something that I feel like science, that's where I want to go. I want to go there first, science. Thank you for bringing it up. That's the first place that I want to go tonight. Tonight is where I would like to go. I want an apology. I want an apology from each and every one of you. Y'all are not going to give me an apology for my Frank Ntilikina slander, and that's perfectly fine. I've accepted it. The situation's going to handle itself. It's okay that y'all not going to give me the apology that I so deserve, but that's neither here nor there. Listen, I want y'all to apologize to me for assassinating the characters of each and every one of the players. I want you to do it. Because some of y'all been in this joint. Some of y'all been in this joint talking trash about the kid, saying things like, oh, it's not coaching, it's the players. Oh, Julius Randle this. Oh, Marcus Morris is a ball hog. All that type of stuff. I want everyone to come back to me. I want everyone to come back to me and just acknowledge for 2 straight seconds that it's Fizdale and not the players. I want everybody who is trying to get brave and bold to come on here and apologize, gosh dang it, because it must be done. It must be done. Dylan, what's popping with you? It must be done. Go on. I want the apologies. I want the apologies from everyone, gosh dang it. Because what we just witnessed tonight is the players coming together and deciding that we're not going to lose this game. Every single one of the players, top to bottom, said, you know what? We're not going to lose this freaking game. And we've seen this with every one of the wins so far. We saw it with the Mavericks. We saw it with the Bulls. We saw it with the Mavericks again. The players just get to a point where they are morally as low as they can possibly get. And I'm really upset that I can't scream right now because I'm really passionate about the things I'm saying, but it sounds like I'm not. But that's neither here nor there. I sound like a countdown YouTuber, but that's neither here nor there. Coming in at number 7. Listen, fellas and Michelle. It's an issue of the players get sick of losing and get sick of the slander and huddle together and decide that they're not going to lose the freaking game. And people start having inhuman-like performances. And we cannot rely on this night after night after night. It's just something that we can't do. And we're witnessing it. Julius Randle had probably one of the best games I've seen him have as a New York Knick. I'm not going to count to any specific numbers he had, but mans was out there handling business. I'm going to call that man Sir Handle because he was handling business. Thomas the Tank Engine is not ready for all the Sir Handle-like foolishness going on the island of Sodor. And I know nobody but Michelle got that, but that's not here nor there. That man went out there and said, we're not going to lose this game. The same thing with Marcus Morris. When all of you sat there and kept talking trash about Marcus Morris, about, oh, he's a volume shooter. Oh, he shouldn't be the leader. Oh, Kevin Knox should be starting it. All that crap was silenced because as the leader of the team, Marcus Morris said, we're not going to lose this freaking game. And he went into arguably God mode. Someone else who needs an apology from each and every one of you is Dennis Smith Jr. Now, I am not exactly sure why Dennis Smith is not attacking the basket when that is his literal bread and butter. I don't know what's going on with that. I can't speak to that, but that's neither here nor there. But what I can speak to is the fact that that man stepped it up and did his freaking job tonight. Dennis Smith Jr. played really, really well, not really, really well, but he played well. In comparison to how he's been playing the last couple of games, I thought Dennis Smith Jr. stepped it up and did his freaking thing. And I'm proud of that man. This man went from getting booed out of the garden like his name was Kristaps Porzingis, like he had Porzingis on the back of his jersey, to having honestly one of the standout performances I think we're ever going to see from this man. Well, hopefully not, but from what we've seen so far. And Bomb, to get to your general point, it was looking like maybe he injured something, but I think that was more so fatigue. I think he was playing a lot more minutes than he thought he was going to play, and I think he was just limping from fatigue. I don't think he's hurt. John Wisco, Invalid, that's a very good point. He was also playing against his former team. Oh, also, side note, Tim Hardaway Jr. is a bum. I just want to throw that out there just in case anyone forgot. Nothing's changed. That man is still a bum. Moving on. Dang, he played 30 minutes. Jesus. It's a shame Courtney Lee didn't get anything, but that's not here nor there. John, to your point of Damian Dotson, I thought Damian Dotson played really, really well. He's doing his exact job. Go out there and throw up as many shots as humanly possible, gosh dang. And I loved his energy. I loved everything he had. I love the fact that he was playing defense. It was really magical. It was really freaking magical. And I'm happy that he's getting the minutes. I feel bad for Trier, but just to keep the energy all the way 1,000, and this is not me siding with David Fizdale at all, but Fizz can't play everybody on the bench. And this is kind of an issue we knew was going to happen coming into the season, where some of the younger players, if they don't want to step up and play some defense consistently, they're not going to get the minutes we would assume they're going to get. A good example, and we did a whole video on it, is Marcus Morris and Kevin Knox. I know some of y'all want Kevin Knox to be starting over Marcus Morris, but performances like tonight is why that's not going to be the case. Marcus Morris is a leader. Marcus Morris is going to play hard on both sides of the ball. I don't know if I can say the same for Kevin Knox. Kevin Knox is doing great in his specific role, and that's coming off the bench and shooting and playing a little bit of defense, basically shadow defense, and I think that's where he's best. The same thing's going to happen with Trier. If Trier and Iggy are not going to play any freaking defense, then unfortunately they're not going to play in comparison to people like a Damian Dotson, like a Frank Ntilikina, like a fill in the blank of whoever else. And it sucks for Trier, but he can't play everybody. So shout out to him. And stuff's even going to get even more rough when the homie Sandra Bullock comes back, which I might have to call him Reggie Bullock after tonight. Did y'all see that blue suit? Blue suit and the pineapple locks to go with it. I thought that was beautiful. But that's not here nor there. Stuff is only going to get more crowded at that position when that man comes back, because you're adding in another 3-and-D person who, from what I remember, consistently hits jumpers. So Dotson's going to run into some trouble with that. Yes, I'm also happy for Melo, but I got to go up and down the team just for a quick second. I want to acknowledge how much I think Taj Gibson is doing for the team as well. Taking the starting job, well, not taking, but filling in for the homie Mitchell Robinson, who we are definitely going to speak on. I think Taj is just doing great. I always loved him in Chicago. You know, I secretly wish that early 2000s Chicago team was ours, even though we had a pretty dope early 2000s team ourselves. But that's not even there. Taj. Oh man, Taj. Taj is playing really, really well. Going over to Mitchell Robinson, I know Marcus Morris is really good, and I've said on multiple occasions that I think he's the leader, and I think that he should 100% be closing games. I don't see him as a volume shooter. Well, he is, but I don't feel like that is detrimental to anything. Mitchell Robinson is our best player. And I know all he does right now is the lobs and the putback dunks and the really cool layups under the baskets and stuff. I know he's not really shooting the ball much, and the blocks are very impressive, even though I just named like 3 really cool things that he does, both offensively and defensively. He can also handle the ball a little bit. I saw him bring the ball up the court. Now that I'm naming a lot more things, I don't really think I need to cop any please. I think I can just straight up come out and say that Mitchell Robinson is probably our best player. Now, the foul trouble is going to be an issue. He's got to find a way to get that in check. But outside of that, Mitchell Mitchell Robinson is probably our best player. And I think that is a really slept on fact that we don't harp on that much because of all the drama surrounding the team. Eric, was good with you. But that guy is really, 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 really good. And when they eventually let him shoot, which again is a David Fizdale thing, he's had a jump shot since last season, but the man's not letting him shoot, but that's neither here nor there. When they eventually let him shoot, guys, don't be surprised if he develops into something amazing, because Mitchell Robinson, he's at the point where I have to start dubbing him that guy. He's not one of the kids anymore. He is that guy at this point. I think as soon as he's ready, he needs to go out there and start again, because that guy is just incredible. The free throw shooting is, that guy, I mess with him. I mess with him so freaking much, and I'm loving everything that he's doing. When did I acquire a pen? I feel like a CNN person. Look at me waving my pen of power. Pause on that, but that's neither here nor there. Wow, Knicks app is super late. The game been over an hour, but that's not here nor there. Someone else I want to talk about is I want to talk about Frank Ntilikina just for a quick second. Julius. I want to talk about Frank Ntilikina just for a quick second. Frank Ntilikina tonight earned my respect. And I have not been a person who has really given Frankie any props whatsoever, but tonight he really showed me a thing or two. I'm not going to apologize for my slander because I do have some criticism for the man, but that man's defense. Y'all been trying to tell me about Frank Ntilikina's defense for quite some time. And maybe it's just because, Sam's Club, what's good with you? Maybe it's just because he's been injured and I just haven't seen it. But Frankie's defense is really, really good. And one thing I will apologize for, I can do it, gosh dang it. I will apologize for slandering his defense, for saying that it is not above average. Pause, because it is. Frank Ntilikina is a lockdown defender, if I can sample Dylan. That man has every defensive badge you can possibly think of. Yeah, that's me. What's good with you? Simply Awesome. What's good with you? I thought Frank's defense was out of this world. I don't think I have ever seen anyone that aggressively take the task of defense since Shumpert. And maybe I'm a little bit biased, I don't know, but Jesus, his defense is so good. It is ridiculous. Justin, was good with you. Ennis, was good with you. In your opinion, does a win like this at home take us out of the slump? Absolutely not. We're probably going to get blown out in our next 5 games. This was just a really special game where all the players came together and decided that they were not going to lose the game. Naomi, before we get over to the slander, Gary, what's good with you? Reggie was popping with you. Before we get, and Amaze is in here. What's good with you? Before we get over to the slander, I just, and that's the TNT slander, I just want to say just one more thing about Frank Ntilikina. Frank Ntilikina's defense is amazing. However, I need him to stop shooting the ball. No one's going to want to address this, but again, I have to be the person who says these things because no one else is going to say it, because people get caught up in the hype and the memes and all that. Q's fan, what's good with you? Frank Ntilikina has to stop shooting the ball. Again, his defense is incredible. I will give him that. I was 100% wrong about his defense. Let that man start as long as he wants to. Sure, you win, bet. But he's got to stop shooting. Towards the end of the game, he almost shot us out of the freaking game. And I think the next step for Frank Ntilikina is to start to embrace his role and embrace what it is that he does. Kind of like how Kevin Knox has embraced his role off the bench and what he needs to do. Kind of like how Carmelo needs to embrace his new role and just stand in the corner and shoot on the Trailblazers, gosh dang it. Frank Ntilikina has to get over to the point where he realizes why he's out there. You're out there to distribute and play defense. As soon as he gets that, I don't think I'll ever have any more negative opinions about Frank ever again. Once he just does that, then we good. He did make some very clutch foul shots, though, and we needed them bad. So shout outs to him. But that's not here nor there. Homie Bruce is here. What's popping with you? Knees on neck, Jesus. The homie meme guy's here. What's good with you? Jefferson, what's popping with you? Jason, what's good with you? Mine. Jason says, you're right, but Fizz rewards people for shooting way too much. I agree. And Fizdale needs to keep that energy. If he truly values defense over everything, then there is not a point guard on our team who should start over Frank Ntilikina. And I'm saying that over Elfrid Payton. Unless Elfrid Payton comes back dropping triple doubles again, I'm sorry. I agree with y'all that right now, with the point guards that we have, Frank Ntilikina needs to be starting. Unless somebody else comes out and really impresses. This kind of reminds me of Moutier last year. Like, we're at the point where unless someone else is going to step up and do something, I don't see why anybody else would start over Frank. Frank is giving us exactly what we need. As long as he stops shooting and just distributes the ball, like, you feel me? He needs to hang out with Peyton. Just get paid and chill. Don't even look at the basket. Don't even look at the basket. You just spot up for an open three every now and again on a kick out, which he seems to do well, and hit some foul shots, and that's it. That's all the offense I want from Frank. I'm gonna keep it that way with you, but that's not even there. Everything else, he's doing amazing. Porzingis is a bum. That is what he is. Not an alpha. He is a bum. I don't think there's the slander from the TNT. Actually, that's not even worth a segment on here because we know what it is. People hate the Knicks for some odd reason, and it's just it seems like a topical nectar that the media feeds off of like bees. Gosh dang it, to insult the Knicks on a national platform. So I'm not even going to listen to that whole idea of we don't have an identity, even though they kind of do have a point, and it's not like we're going to go on some amazing winning streak as it is. This was a morale game, and this is simply from the standpoint of we beat Porzingis. This has nothing to do with Fizdale redeeming himself, because Fizdale didn't win this game. Fizdale had nothing to do with any of this. It was just the players collectively coming together and saying enough is enough, we're going to win this game. So I can't really defend the Knicks when people slander them, because we are trash. We just had a really good game tonight. And much like with all of our other wins, we can't rely on people having out-of-body experiences. The only person who's going to play just like this consistently, maybe Morris, and definitely Frank Ntilikina. Other than that, performances like this, 1 in a million. Ish, but that's not here nor there, especially with the coach that we have. Ennis brought up a really good idea. We can, on some Dragon Ball Z stuff, fuse Dennis Smith Jr.'s offense, Frank Ntilikina's size, fusion ha. Okay, let's get a little bit of Peyton's distributing as well. Did you say size plus D? Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
That was easy.
Pause, bro. Size plus D. Yo, and I'm the gay one. Jesus Christ. Pause. Yo, that deserves another one.
That was easy.
Jesus, bro. Well, that's not here to there. Amaze says that he enjoyed all the bricks from Tim Hardaway Jr. I did as well. Invalid says he thinks that RJ Barrett is going to be a star. I also agree. I like the fact that RJ Barrett does other things to impact the game, and we're not just looking at him for scoring. He had a couple of passes he was going for that looked really cool. Weren't successful, but looked really cool. The homie Chase says Knicks match up well against the Mavs. For real, if we somehow made it over to the finals and they did as well, I think that's a sweep, but I don't see that happening this year. The homie Bruce says if Dennis can average 10 a night off the bench and bring energy and intensity like he did in college, then he suddenly becomes very valuable to this team like tonight. I think he can get a little bit more than 10. He's just got to drive to the basket. I don't understand it, but that's not the end of there. Invalid, I see you later. I appreciate that, Penguin, and I appreciate you coming through to both live streams, but that's not the end of there. The homie Izzy says that's another thing. What the heck is Elfrid Payton? When is Elfrid Payton coming back? I don't know. I just know that man is getting paid, and it's borderline highway robbery. How he's just out here apartment shopping and going to field trips with Rebecca Harlow to IKEA while we're out here losing games, but he's getting paid. I'm getting a little bit frustrated with him, but hopefully he comes back. If he's like hurt, I don't know. But I do like for paying quite a bit. He is my freeform brethren. The homie 28, that's what I'm going to call you, says we need to play with more energy like this every night to win games. See, that's not always going to be the case, and that's why I think a better coach is necessary, because we're not always going to be able to play with this type of intensity. We can't expect that. That's not fair for the players. We need a better coach, because Fizdale, again, had nothing to do with any of this, but that's neither here nor there. Frank and Morris both shoot 36% this season. That's disgusting, but that's analytics for you. The homie Jermaine has brought in a lot of emojis and I'm not sure what they mean, but shout out to Fall. The homie Bomb says Frank just gotta hit them off the dribble. If he can show that he can do that, then I'm here for it. The homie OB says Randall looks so good too. I agree, and we've been taking him to the cleaners, but he really played well tonight. I mean, he had a couple of those Rock Me Baby step backs, if we can sample Clyde, that have just been hitting the front of the rim all season. They were going into tonight and over KP, and I thought that was beautiful. RJ on a couple occasions tried to yam it on KP, and I was 100% here for it, but that's not here nor there. The homie Bomb says when he dribbles, I know Frank is gonna shoot them crappy mid-range shot. Yeah, I need him to stop shooting. The homie Anthony's back. What's good with you, bro? The homie Teardrops is here. What's good with you, bro? I don't know when Iggy is gonna play, but there's just not enough room. I think Fizz is going deep into the bench right now, trying to find minutes for like Dodd, and with Wayne Ellington. Well, actually, no, that's not true, because Wayne Ellington's not playing, so he has the exact same. Okay, never mind. I tried to compliment Fizz. Never mind. He's a bum. The homie, yeah, that's me, says we played well because the Mavs don't have quick point guards. Luka is good, but he doesn't make his teammates better. I agree. I'm also not impressed with Luka. I know he had a triple-double, but I just don't see the GOATness. I don't see what y'all are seeing. Like, I think Devin Booker is better than him. Like, I don't see what is so amazing about that man. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. I'm just not seeing it, but I don't watch the Mavs, so maybe that's my New York ignorance, but that's not here nor there. The homie Amaze says, stay out of foul trouble, Mitch, but he's a budding star. A budding star. The homie Ennis says Morris plays sometimes like Hoodie Melo. He really does. I mean, that was one of the most clutch shots I've ever seen in my life. Side note, all last night I was watching some Carmelo Anthony highlights. I miss him quite a bit, and I can't wait until we play the Trailblazers, but that's not either there. The homie King says, have we already talked about Dennis Smith Jr.? Indeed we have. We have discussed his heroics, and then he played a whole lot better. Looking a little tired, but played a whole lot better. Homie Bruce says Morris played how Melo should have. I don't know. And I'm always here for Carmelo slander, but Carmelo towards the end, he's just not very good. Like, I don't really think it's an issue of like me talking trash about that man. Melo towards the end just wasn't very good, and even right now, he's just not very good. Like, I don't really think it has anything to do with his play style. He's just not very good. But that's neither here nor there. Pooh. Let's go with you. The homie Peter says Alonzo got that man's never seen the court again. The homie Wafer says, I just realized they shot 82% from the free throw line. Only 11 free throws, but I'll take goodness. They only took 11. Well, that's because the refs weren't calling anything at all, but that's not here there. The homie Ivan says, why doesn't Trier play anymore? Probably because he's not playing defense. That is my only guess. The homie I am the one says, got here a little late. Goodness. That deserves an easy button.
That was easy.
Very nice, bro. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, RJ's spin move dunk was great. And you know MSG is going to like pump that in everyone's milk curtains until the end of time. But that's not here nor there. Homie David also says Porzingis doesn't look right anymore. I think that injury took away his confidence to perform at the highest level. I'm going to keep it a thigh with you. That man been overrated since day one. Ain't nothing changed. I don't see much of a difference. That looks like the same old KP to me, but that's not here nor there. The homie Frank Torres says, good game. I agree. Izzy says, Frank Ntilikina is ready and really needs to stop shooting. Oh, really needs to stop shooting and he'll be fine. You know I agree with that 1,000%. Reggie says 3 for 12. Luka 3-point shooting, and ESPN was like he's a god. Yo, I'm gonna say some real problematic stuff, and it's gonna get me canceled, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. All I'm gonna say is when some people of a certain complexion, I'll leave it at that. When individuals of a certain complexion show the ability to dribble and shoot, all of a sudden they're MVP candidates, and that's all I'm gonna say. Because I'm gonna get canceled. I know at some point a clip of this is gonna come up and I'm gonna get canceled, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I feel like anytime there is an individual of a certain complexion that shows the ability to dribble and shoot, all of a sudden he's an MVP candidate. But that is neither here nor there. You feel it.
That was easy.
For myself, gosh dang it, that's not here there. But shout out to everybody. Shouts out to everybody. But I just know the same treatment would not be given to other individuals. I feel like I see Donovan Mitchell do the exact same thing every single night, but nobody seems to care. But that's neither here nor there. You dig? The homie, they call me Matake. I'm gonna call you. They call me. They call me. What's good with you? Gosh dang it! Some of y'all's channel names are killing me. Gosh dang it! Hey, Kayla, what's good with you? The homie Luke says Dennis Smith Jr. revival game. I mean, maybe he's not really attacking the basket, but maybe tack. Okay, I can go with tack. Bet. Mook came in clutch again, and I like the fact that you said again. That deserves another easy button.
That was easy.
I like the fact that you said again because he's really been carrying us and he's been getting disrespected a little bit too much, but that's not here nor there. The homie Pooh says, nah, Luka ain't an MVP candidate, but he'd go hard though. I guess, but that's not here nor there. Peter says Knicks must box out a little bit better. Matt the Knicks fan sent me that in a text, but that's not here nor there. Shout out to that man. He's studying right now. Shout out to him for studying. I'm supposed to be writing a paper at the moment, but when the Knicks are on, the kid has other priorities. You dig? Are you talking about James Harden as MVP? I don't think James Harden deserves to be MVP. I don't have a horse in the race at the moment because I'm really focused on the Knicks. So I can't speak anything against Harden at the moment because I have not been watching anyone else other than us. I've wanted to. I really want to see what Trey Burke is doing on the 76ers, but I have just been so preoccupied with the Knicks with all this drama, but that's not here nor there. The homie Guz says Marcus Morris is playing amazing this year. Good pickup by the Knicks. I agree. I'm still a little sad that we didn't get Westbrook, but I will happily take Marcus Morris, but that's not here nor there. The homie Rivera, I think. Yeah, says Luka is a triple-double machine. Let's be real. I guess. The homie Rivera also says Dennis Smith Jr. was good tonight. I agree. And it's about time that jumper started falling. I don't know why he gets directly under the basket, then steps back to teardrop it in off a fadeaway. I don't get that. Just lay it up, bro. You can jump out the gym, but whenever his confidence comes back, then I'm here for it. The homie Sean is here. Indeed, he was very cold. The homie Coach says you're very entertaining. Gosh dang it, I appreciate it. I try. Sometimes we lose by a million points, and you got to get on here and do what you do. I'm normally a little bit more animated, but I broke the sound card today, so I have to be controlled. I got too hype apparently. The homie Izzy says you heard about. I have not. James Harden sucks. Now I'm here for James Harden slander all day long. Let's see. Anything else before I jump off here? Yeah, Luke, that was a crazy putback to dunk. I was really happy for him. I wasn't sure if that was Shumpert or Dennis Smith Jr. I had to do a triple take. The homie Bamboo says, has Fizdale not been trying to force Randall to play point forward this whole time? Our record would have been better. I agree. And you know, I am always here for some slander on Dennis. For some slander on Fizdale. I think even though we won this game, it's very cute that we won this game. The focus still needs to be this man needs to get out of here because you know that the next 2 games are going to be blowouts to lottery teams. I don't really think anything has changed, but that's not there. Give this man 100 likes. Hey man, I love that. If I ever got 100 likes on the video, I would buy all of us pizza. Like, I know there'd be no way that I could share it with you, but I would buy us all pizza and then eat it in front of you in the live stream. But that's not here there. Who's your favorite Knick of all time? I mean, it's probably cliche, but Melo. Like, my gut wants to say Derek, but he was only with us for a year, so probably Melo. I mean, I'm a product of my youth, so Melo, easily. How do you feel about Masai coming? I'm not even getting involved in any of that. There is no way. There's absolutely no way that we're gonna get anybody decent to come over to our organization. I have given up on all that type of stuff. People saying things like, "Oh, it's gonna help us get Giannis." Giannis ain't coming to the Knicks, y'all. That's not happening. We rode the hype train all last year and got completely disappointed and bamboozled and slandered by everyone on earth. And I'm not going through that again. I'm going in with zero expectations, hoping they fire Fizdale, get a good coach, retain these players that we got, and move on from there. The homie says, hate to admit it, but I wanted the Knicks to get blown out tonight. You know, I appreciate that.
That was easy.
I appreciate that honesty because I'm gonna keep it a thowie with you. I really appreciate that honesty. There was a like in the back of my mind, I kind of wanted the same thing, just so Fizdale could get fired. But I'm happy we won at the same time. But I love that honesty. I really do, because I was thinking the exact same thing. I was just not gonna say it on camera. But shout out to you for having the whatever's going on down here to have to say what you said. And I'm really hoping you're above the age of 18, because if not, I am going to jail. But that is not here nor there. The homie Dax says Frank has to keep shooting Frank has to keep shooting, bro. Not I'm not quite sure what's being said here, but I think he needs to stop shooting personally. Just keep playing that defense and move on. That's neither here nor there. 4-2 times. That's a very interesting channel name, but shout out to you. The homie 28 says, bring back Mike Woodson as our coach. We've gone up and down of all the different coaching candidates. It literally can't get any worse at this point, but obviously someone with name brand is necessary. But that is neither here nor there. Our only chance of getting a star is to try to trade for D'Lo. I don't think we need a star. I really don't. I don't think we need a star. I think we're good where we are. We just need a good coach. Because as you saw tonight, just the players we have was enough to get past a triple-double from Luka and a decent showing for KP. And we were able to get past that with just the players and just their will. Can you imagine how much we would have beaten this team if we had a coach that was actually doing something? I also have a theory, and I'm going to share it with y'all. I have a theory that David Fizdale isn't even a real person. He's just a cardboard cutout of a caricature of Mike Woodson. I don't even think he's a real person. I'm throwing it out there. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think so. The homie Lara says, do you think we have a shot at a drafting? Definitely get some top. Probably not, just because like the draft rules are so weird now. Tanking literally doesn't help us anymore. But I mean, if we continue to suck, maybe I don't know. I'm not really looking at the draft. The homie Bamboo says, Sever, who got the game ball tonight? Oh, that's right. I forgot. We won a game. It's been so long. SeverTheBond player of the game. I'm giving it to Marcus Morris. I mean, I know Frankie played really good D, but I'm giving it to Marcus Morris. Marcus has been leading us, and he is our unquestioned leader at this point, both offensively and defensively. So I'm giving it over to Marcus Morris. Glad you agree. And as the homie Ralph's here, what's popping with you guys? Dang it. We're going to play Toronto soon. They're going to kill us. And Philly. And Milwaukee. Oh, yeah, we're not winning a game anytime soon, but at least we got to 3 wins. Shout out to us. The homie Peter says, I'll even take Rod Strickland as a coach over. I don't know. The homie Jay's here. What's popping with you? Jay, the one, that little Uzi virgin? What was that? Anyway, says, let's get Sever for goodness. Y'all don't want me as a coach because I would have Alfred Payton play all 5 positions at once. That's my first play. Y'all don't want me as coach. The homie Amaze says, yeah, they fix the draft lottery, so you never know. Who knows? Well, that's pretty much it. Like, comment, subscribe, H3T. You see another Triple OG putting as much work as me. Do me a favor, point him out. It's a shame I can't scream anymore because apparently I will blow out the sound card on YouTube because YouTube don't like me. But that's not here nor there. Columbia. Columba? Jamil, I don't know your name, but you got on here just a teensy bit late, but the Knicks won, so shout out to you. Luke, before you go, gosh dang it, around here, you're a part of the Penguin gang now, gosh dang it. You are a part of the Penguin gang. You got to leave a Penguin. You can't just say bye and dip. You got to leave the Penguins, gosh dang it, because you're in the Penguin gang now. Naomi, you did not miss. Well, actually, I think you did. Yeah. We talked about the TNT slander just a teensy bit, but that's not here nor there. I appreciate them Penguins. It's colder than 15 little bits. Y'all know I'm a polar bear. I feed off this foolishness. Gosh dang it. For everyone else who's leaving and dipping off the live streams, remember to leave them Penguins in the comments. Leave the Penguins in the chat. Gosh dang it. And what we do around here, gosh dang it, what we do around here is the mic exploded. Jesus. Thank you, Luke. What we do around here is after live streams, we do something called the RAR train. So even though the live stream is going to end, I'm going to still be in the chat for a little bit after the game. All you got to do is type this in the comment, gosh dang it. This right here. That's all you got to type in the chat. It's called the RAR train. So for everyone who's new, gosh dang it, leave a penguin before you leave. And of course, jump in the RAR train, gosh dang it. Eli, what's good with you, bro? What's good with you? If I drop this mic, then I'm really in trouble, but that's not here nor there. So I'll see y'all whenever it is that we play. I'll see y'all whenever it is that we play a game again. It's all good, Mr. Lee. We won, and that's all that matters. Gosh dang, Eli, I appreciate it. Hey. Let's get this RAR train popping, gosh dang it. I don't mind riding the bus. I don't mind riding the train, but I do mind seeing Alfred Payton make it rain on Kristaps' brain. See y'all Sunday. Agaga. RAR train was popping. Agaga.